Right, this is a video found out after I'd done the job that when I was stripping it, it hadn't recorded. So best thing to do, get up in the air, take the 6 bolts out for the mudguard. You've got the caliper 2 bolts. You've got a cover there for the ABS sensor. Take that off. There's another bolt holding the ABS sensor on. On the other side, you've got 2 pinch bolts for the wheel spindle. Then out with the wheel spindle. Then that'll be back to the video I recorded. Cheers. Here we go. These are badly pitted, that's why they're getting renewed. And the fork seals have been leaking badly, so. Right, that's the new fork tubes there. There's one where comes with a spring in it, and that's that side. That's the left hand side. Same side the brake caliper goes on. So the first thing to do is see how bad that's leaking. Is to get this off. Right, so the left hand fork tube, you've got that sprung rod in it, I suppose you could call it that. Right, I've unscrewed that. So there's no tension in that, it's not like it's going to go into orbit. Right, it looks like I'm going to have to slacken that off of that. That's some sort of lock nut in there, I'll get that off. Right, I've got that slackened off. Take that off. Just watch when you're taking these seals out, you didn't damage the outer tube. You're better to tap away for that instead of try to tap into it. So you've got that. There'll be the wee sort of fancy clip in there, and then I'll get a bit of light on the subject. Oh, see how it's dripping oil there onto my nice clean floor. Right, so if you just out with that seal, the clip. There you go. Right, and that should pull. This might take a wee bit of force because there's a bush. And put that light off. I have to wash my battery power. make sure it didn't lose something. More oil. There you go. Seals. Oil everywhere. Right, that's a bonus. It looks the same part. This is where it usually discovers it's the wrong part. Right, that looks pretty good to me. Right, I'll get that outer tube cleaned up. So basically how that sits in the outer tube, you've got that dust seal, you have that clip, you've got the actual oil seal, you've got that big washer, and you've got these two bushes. Now, just think that slides up and down in that bush in the tube, and that one there slides up and down in the tube as well, and these do wear out. And it's always better to check these before you strip. I should have shown that. I could show the other one. And what you do, there's the other one there. You basically have that in the base, and you move that and see if there's any play. You shouldn't have any play in that. So if there's any play in that, that indicates that these bushes are worn. And it could be that bad, it could be the actual outer tube as well. Now that's the two seals on. What I've done, put a plastic bag on and lubricate it and slide them on. And just make sure you don't damage the seals. Right, I bought this a few months ago. Definitely makes the job a bit easier. The fork seal installer. I've even wrote that on there. See? These are plastic. The thing is that it's a cheaper version of these come metal. That's metal. So we'll get going. That's that cleaned up. That's that all on. I've lubricated them. That's in the right order. I'll put that spring on when I've got the seal on. Right, that's my seal tool assembled. You basically just use it like a slide hammer. So I'll get that knocked in. Right, that's it built up. I'm just going to put the oil in. It's 235 millilitres. So it goes in there. Hopefully it doesn't come out the other end. Right, that's that built up. Ready to go on. Right, making a start in the right hand fork tube now. This is slightly different from the other side. You've got the pinch bolts here. You take them out for the wheel spindle, and you've got an 8mm hex. You've got an Allen screw in there to take out. But just slacking that off at this point. Right, so I'll get that slackened. I will take it. Right, that's that slackened. It's actually easier if you clamp that bit in the vise as well. Right, that's that slackened off. Right, what I'll do now is empty the oil out. Right, I've got that screw slackened off. The oil out of it. Get the clip out there. Clip out. Right, by rights that should just pull out, hopefully. Take this bit out first. see that? Is that? No, it's not. It's not in shot. That's better. Right. So this is quite a bit different from the other side. Like. It'll just be a case of that's it. Right. That's exactly the same. It's just the guts here are different. Now I'll get that cleaned up, obviously that's getting renewed. Hey, that's the fork seal in that side. That's a very handy tool. I used to do it with a hammer and a punch, which isn't really recommended. That wasn't that expensive off Amazon. Right. I've got that insert in. Hold on. Right, just screwing that in. Just make sure the copper washer's in good condition. And I've also put a wee bit Loctite on the threads. Right, I'll get that tightened up. Right, that's that other one built up. Ready to go in. Right, that's the two fork tubes back in position. Pinch bolts tightened up. Right, that's me basically finished this. Just to get a test right. I found it easier putting the wheel back on. Keep the mudguard up and keep the caliper off and the ABS sensor off until you get the wheel on. Just makes it a bit easier and there's less chance of damaging the ABS sensor. So that's that on, everything's tight. I'll just take a wee test ride. So, thanks for watching. I hope you've learnt a wee bit out of this video. Cheers.